Hello and welcome again to the fantasy football section. I'm Tom, and I'm very happy to be joined again by Scott. Thanks very much for joining us.
No worries, mate. Anytime.
Um, right, as because I was pretty rubbish host last time, I'm going to do it this time. If you want to follow Scott, his Twitter handle is below his picture now, and he gives some
Cheers.
really good stuff on Twitter. So I should have done that last week, but I am rubbish at
No,
this.
mate, I appreciate it. Cheers.
Right. So a bit of a review of Game Week 1. I'm going to start with the awards and uh, kicking off. I'm going to start off with the People's Champ, and that is McPorto McGoldrick. No,
Not a bad name.
McPotter Goldrick, sorry, is number one, and he got 74 points. He actually drew though with Tracy Martin, but I'm not going to give it to her because she's obviously part of Red All Over team. And following that, and I nearly got this award, to be honest with you. It's the participation award. It's better luck next time. Well done for trying. And that goes to Discomfort, who only got 19 points. To be honest with you, that's a terrible effort. And I'm just glad it is because it beat me. Um, the the star man of this week, it's our Charlie Webster. He's no relation to me at all, but he managed to get 20 points. And if you had him in your team, well done because he wasn't even on my radar at all.
No, same.
Um, then I have got my top team, and it's the only one that got full 11 points, and that's Fleetwood.
Yeah.
Um, they did really well. Um, my banter team, um, I'm going to go with Barnett. Um,
Yeah.
losing at home,
Strong one.
2-0. Didn't really put much of a fight on that one.
I expect.
And my pants pick is Brendan Wiradu. Scored an
Oh,
own
yeah.
goal, got a yellow card, and got -3 points. So yeah,
Rough day.
pretty poor from him. Um, but yeah. So the ultimate team then, this is the team that you could have picked that would have got you the most amount of points possible. And that is Jay Lynch in net for Fleetwood. You got 11 points. Joe Lowe, Huddersfield, 16, and Ruben Ruskin for Huddersfield got 15.
Okay.
That's your defence. Uh, midfield, Charlie Webster, obviously, he was star man, and that's 20 points. But if you captained him, 40, massive, massive points there. Fraser Murray for Wigan, 18, and Connor Thomas for Crewe, also on 18. That builds up your midfield. And Sam Nombe for Rotherham as a lone striker up front in a 2-3-1 formation. Obviously, Fleetwood is your best team, and the other team I've gone for Barnsley, where there were a few on 9 points, but it's a Barnsley
Makes a
show, so
change.
I've gone for Barnsley. I've put us in there.
Got to. Yeah.
Yeah, got
Got
to.
to.
So that's pretty much the awards and the ultimate team. Now we're also going to do a bit of a head-to-head, me against Scott, and it's probably no surprise here that Scott absolutely trounced me this week. I was so bad. I think I'm 61st out of 65, so yeah, um, not good. However, um, the top six, the six of the best. Um, my two children are actually in there, so I'm going to take a little bit of credit here because I did help them with their
Selection.
picks.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Got to take
um,
it.
yeah. I've got to take something from it because honestly, I was so bad this week. So the one thing I've learned from this week is that I should take advice from my children. So what
Yeah.
what have you decided? What have you picked up from this week?
Yeah, I think one thing that I'm going to be doing more this season is just be more safe with my team picks. I think it is a long old season. I think there's 39, 40 game weeks. And obviously sometimes you'd have to save them. I mean, I've gone with Cardiff and Luton. I mean, I was originally on Chesterfield instead of Luton. So obviously I would have preferred picking Chesterfield over Luton. Um, but I feel like to be smarter throughout the course of the season with your team picks might help. Because I feel like sometimes last season I was quite tempted with away bonuses, quite a lot. And I was like, oh, well, yeah, I want that one over that one because that's 2 extra points. But you should just go with, in my opinion, what's most safe. And I'd say another thing is I still think 3-2-1's the most viable formation, but I think we'll see more weeks where 2-2-2, even 2-3-1 will come into play. You look at new shot on target rule. That obviously 1 point instead of 1 point for one shot on target instead of for two shots on target. So that'll come into play for both strikers and players like DKD and Colwell, who I both have, who get quite a lot of shots off. So yeah, I'd say they're two things that I'd pick up on.
Brilliant. It's probably more than I've just learned, to be honest with you. So, um, yeah, because I I went adventurous with my team picks last week,
It's tempting,
and
isn't it? Yeah.
yeah, it was poor, basically. Um, so looking forward to game week two, is there anything that really sticks out? Because the one for me, I think, is Bradford away at
Northampton.
Northampton. Yeah,
They're a poor side, aren't they? Northampton. Conceded three against Wigan, who were not really known for scoring. Um, yeah, they've I looked at the forward line and they've got nothing in attack really that apart from Hoskins maybe. Yeah, they're not very good defensively. Bradford look to be a decent team. I'd say at least mid-table for this season. You never know, could be pushing outside at playoffs. You know what I mean? I've seen crazier things. Um, I'd say another one which stands out as Leicester against Wednesday, if that even goes on. I
I don't
mean
think that's
that's
going ahead, is
it.
it? Are they on strike?
Um, Honestly, I have no clue. But if that does go ahead, then I'll definitely be doubling up on, well, tripling up if you include the team on Leicester assets. So
Yeah,
Leicester is one to watch for me.
yeah. Can't see Wednesday doing anything really this season.
No,
I think a lot of picks you're going to be looking what just who they're playing. To be honest with you, just
yeah,
to
that's it.
pick
Yeah,
up.
that's it.
And I know probably Wednesday fans might get in comments and say that we're just picking on them because we're Barnsley, but it's just not
Easy
looking good for
points.
them, is it? Yeah,
No, it's easy points.
definitely.
Great points
Um,
are.
the other one I sort of looked at as well. Was Sheffield United against Bristol?
Bristol City.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah. Sorry, yeah, Bristol City. They
yeah,
get mad if you just call them Bristol.
yeah,
Um, my mate Josh might be in comments shouting at me. Sorry, pal. Yeah. I'm thinking Harmer in midfield for them this
yeah.
week.
Same. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think he's been moved back into his preferred number 10 position. And I've just seen that, is it Anel Azdemovic? I don't know how to pronounce the name. Obviously, that's probably wrong. But he's
Yeah, you're all right asking me. I've got no clue whatsoever.
obviously been a mainstay in their defence for quite a few years, and he's off to Feyenoord apparently. I've just seen on Twitter 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Um, Now they've lost obviously Sousa in midfield. Um, I feel like that'll give Bristol City renewed confidence. Obviously, they've got Struber as well.
Mm.
I fancy Bristol City for a goal. So I maybe want on back of that Azdemovic leaving, but I'd say that might up the game up a bit more. So I think that just goes into Hammer's hands more, in my opinion. So yeah, I think he's probably going to be my team. I'd say.
I'm glad it's not just me then. I was thinking, well, at least you're agreeing with me. Um, so also with defenders, I've noticed it's usually lower league teams that pick up more points because of sort of more blocks and more clearances.
Clearances, yeah,
Yeah, that
100%. Yeah,
teams that sort of championship sides and sort of better League One sides that sort of play it out front back don't
Yeah,
tend
yeah,
to
less
have as many.
direct. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I'd agree with you there. I mean, I'm just looking now at some clearances. There's like an Oldham defender, Fleetwood defender, a couple others, just all League Two really. And like you say, I think when Championship teams have got high odds of a clean sheet, like your Sheffield United's, like your Leicester's, like your Coventry's, I think you could see there's you're looking more for like fullbacks or players that get up high or goal scorers really because bonuses are not really there, and especially with off back at rule change with it's four clearances for a point instead of three. Um, I'd say that definitely plays into more attacking fullbacks hands. So yeah,
have you got any sort of attacking fullbacks you could sort of
yeah.
mention that gives us?
I mean, I were really high on Burrows at first because he's obviously on penalties. He's had a very, very good record against Bristol City. I think he got two assists
Yeah,
in semis. Got a goal against him. I think he might have scored two against him twice. But yeah, a very good record against Bristol City. He's on penalties. He's a defender now. He got moved from midfield to defence. He's got clean sheet chance. But off back at Asdemovic leaving, I'm not so sure. But James Justin for Leicester, again, just come down. They're going to be good. I mean, they weren't great in Premier League, but in terms of Championship, they're playing effectively a League One side with quality of their players that Wednesday have got.
yeah,
He gets quite high up, so incentive there for assist points. I'd say the same with Van Aywick, is it, for Coventry against Hull? He gets quite high
yes.
up. Um, Another one there to look for. Yeah, they're two that I can think off the top of my head. There's probably more. Ruxon as well. I think he plays. He's registered as a defender, but he's basically playing as a left winger when he's on for Huddersfield. I think he got 15 points, so he's another one to watch out for if he's starting. I'd say because he's very good goal threat for me. So
I were also tempted to put Ogbetter in for us
yeah,
um,
yeah, 100%. Yeah,
because just for the fact I think he's going to be hungry, and I don't want to sound patronising, but I don't think Burton are a
they're not a
great
great
side, even
team.
though they did win.
No, no, they're not. No, I mean, regardless of problems that we've had, you'd expect us to beat Burton at home. I mean, obviously they'll probably sit back and that, which don't help. But I do think Ogby. I think that's why we struggled a bit. And obviously we did beat Plymouth, but sometimes we did struggle in game. But I think Ogby gives you that width, that option to get ball up pitch, and obviously less responsibility for him to be defending almost. So I think there's definitely an upside in that pick potentially, especially at home. Well,
Excellent.
Barnsley, but Barnsley. I don't know. I just said that. I'm gonna curse everyone. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So is there any games that you look at and think I'm going to avoid that just because two good sides or even two bad sides that sort of stick out? Uh, just you
um,
know,
in terms of team pick, I'll say Sheffield United. Not in terms Hammer. I really like. I think it's going to
yeah,
be a games in terms with goals. My main one that I'd avoid is Birmingham versus Ipswich. I think Birmingham are a team that a lot of people in Championship are underestimating. You should see the signings that they made. Kyogo. I mean, obviously last season Stansfield 15 million. Um, there's a couple other players. Fujimoto, Asaji, I forgot his name. Asai Samuel from Turkish League, I think. Um, Tommy Doyle from Wolves, who's played in Premier League. There's some, and Damari Gray, obviously, who were at them 10 years back, however it was. Obviously, Ipswich are probably going to be winning league, but I think Birmingham being at home can give them that extra push. So I feel like that's going to be a quite. It might have goals in it, but it's quite unpredictable where it's going to come from, and I wouldn't really recommend picking players from that game. So
yeah. The one I'm thinking avoid. But for the opposite reason and just sheer lack of quality, is QPR versus Preston. I think they're
yeah,
both quite poor sides in that league. Probably both going to be fighting
down there.
relegation this year.
Yeah, definitely.
Um,
Yeah,
and I feel that could be a game to avoid. It could be a boring 0-0 and it's terrible. But I just think there could also be goals galore because it's just
goals
poor
go off.
defending.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Um, right. Well, I think that sort of sums up game week 2. Obviously, head to head, I'm going to win this week, and and bring it back to one apiece. To be honest with you, I'll just be happy if I beat my kids. So well, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week.